Greetings. Greetings. Yes, so welcome to Righteous Livity TV. It's hours of the night, and we're not tired. And I was just feeling some things and just had some experiences and some encounters, and I haven't shared my weekly revelation, my weekly meditation, and I would like to share it. So we've got a bit of music in the background, listening to a little neo soul, and I'm going to take the time to break down my revelations that I came to this weekend, because we have the weekly meditation. Excuse me. Sorry, I've got a really sore throat today. What else? Yes, and just want to kind of share some things that I've experienced this week. So, revelation. The revelations I came to this weekend, or the past weekend, should I say, or the weekend, which is past. It was an interesting one. I've learned to, even though these are things that, we know, it's repetition, which brings practice, which in itself is the perfection, the mastery. When one masters something, it's repetition, isn't it? So it's a thing where, this week, the revelation is trust yourself. Trust yourself to know that you make the right decisions. Trust yourself to know that you are not going to lead yourself into any danger. Work on yourself enough to be aligned, so that when you're making these choices, that they're correct for you. Whether the outside world can, relate or comprehend or whatever. You know what I mean? Trust yourself. That was one of the revelations. The second revelation was open up, be receptive to what you want. Be willing to receive it. Don't just yearn for it and want it, but be open to receive it. Because I find there were many times that I wanted something, or I thought I wanted something, or thought I needed something, and yet still I wasn't open to receive it. So how could it possibly come, So I'm just, these are the revelations that I've come to, because, when you take the time to check out what's happening, and I mean that in the broad sense of the word, or of the phrase, and, check out what is happening, as in check out what's happening within, check out what's happening outside of you, externally, so internally, externally, check what's happening, spiritually, check if the choices that you're making are in sync with the person that you want to be and where you want to go. These things are important, because one time, one didn't ponder on such things. One just kind of, was going through the motions, just made choice. Not really taking the time to really check the choice and check the possible repercussions of the choice, and the effects of the outcome as well. You know what I mean? Which is the same thing, really. So yeah, I think that's interesting. Another revelation that I came to was what was it? Trust yourself to know. Open yourself to receive. And believe it when it comes. You see, oftentimes we wish things into being, we talk things into being, we think things into being, we manifest things into being. And for persons that don't understand what that means is that often times or more times, oh, there's things there. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oh. Itchy nose. I was gonna sneeze. Excuse me. There are times where persons will put a lot of energy into something, and sometimes people aren't aware of it. But you might talk about it a lot. You might be thinking about it a lot, and then it happens. Believe it when it's real. Believe it when it comes. And I think what happens is when we wish something, want to manifest something, or we really want something to happen in our lives, or we really need something to happen in our lives, when it does come, it's like, oh, it's too good to be true. It's just like, it's ridiculous. So when is it really going to happen for you? Then if any time it comes, it's going to be too good to be true. I want it to be good to be true. Do you know what I mean? We've got to be open to receive, and how can I put it? Like, you have to trust. It's all in one, really, isn't it? You have to trust to be open up to receive in order to know that it's real when it comes. Yeah, it's all synced up. Because if you don't trust, then you can't open up to receive, and then you don't know that it is what you think it is, or what you wish to be when it comes. Believe it's real. Believe that you can create your own reality. You can create your own miracles. Believe that it's real, and it shall be real. But if you're doubting it and saying, "Oh no, this not right," then it ain't going to be right. It's not going to. Since not saying these words ain't, then it's not going to be right. You know what I mean? And all that as well. You know what I mean? These are just like little songs that I picked up along my years. Really got to get rid of them. So yeah, I thought that was interesting because you see, from a very young age, I've analysed my life. My cousins and my friend them always used to tell me that I was too deep. Oh yeah, it's so deep. Lighten up. We should be like, lighten up, Seth. I have to go so deep. But I've always just been that way. I've always seen things on some deep level. You know what I mean? And there is again. And it's, for me, it helps you navigate. It assists you to see things. You can't just be plodding through life, making choices. Things are happening, things are going down, things are going up. You're not checking what's going on. You're not checking the cause and effect of things. For me, that's reckless. And we're reckless as human beings as it is. So I know that I do some things that are probably very reckless, but I try my best. I try my best to be aware. Because awareness is the first step. If you're aware, then you can work towards. But if you're not aware, then you don't know, do you? So how can you? If you don't know, how can you know? If you don't know, So that's why you can't really blame the ones that don't know, because how are they gonna know if they don't know? You have to know, isn't it? So yeah, so the revelations that I came to this week were that one must trust oneself. One must trust oneself to believe and to know that one will make the right choices for one and one all. You know what I mean? And one must also be open and receptive within that trust to receive all that one wishes and desires and within balance and reason, righteousness, order and justice and truth. And also one must believe it when it comes, or one must know that it's real when it comes, because one has manifested, one has spoken into being. So therefore, when this dream or this miracle comes into physical reality, believe that it's real because you have just manifested. Believe it, know it. It's more better to know than to believe. But belief is something. It's you're there. So those are the revelations. Yeah. Sorry, I've got these cardigans on. It's cold. Excuse me. So that was the revelations. Yeah. Trust yourself to know that you will make the right decisions for you. Trust yourself to know that when you do make those decisions, the decisions are on course of the destiny. Yeah. Be open and receptive to receive the things that you trust in. Yeah. Also, know that when it does come, it's real. I know, because remember, the world is what you make it. If you're always doubting that it's never going to happen, then it's never going to happen. You know what I mean? But if you're seeing it in your mind, like, yeah, I got this, then you got this, and that's how we've got to be thinking as a human race, So that's my revelations this week. That's what I kind of, when I stopped the clock and kind of just said, hey, let's check out what's going on this week and stuff. That's what I kind of came to. So, I want to talk about women and men and a certain area. I'm not going to talk about the whole, because there's a lot to talk about with both men and women. But I'm just going to talk about a woman scorned and maybe a man scorned. But with the man side, I can't really go, well, I'm not able to dabble as much as I would like to, because I'm not a man myself. I can only give you a perspective of a female that is trying to understand a brother. The perception I may give may not be accurate, and any brother is welcome to come forth and correct me in what I'm about to say with regards to these matters. Now, I wanted to talk about when a woman is scorned and what that means. A woman scorned. R. Kelly, for the younger generation who don't know who R. Kelly is, R. Kelly is a wonderful musician, R&B songwriter, and I think they call him pop king or something like that. But anyway, he is a fantastic songwriter, but he wrote a song, or at least performed a song called A Woman Scorned. And for me, it was accurate. It was the most accurate example of woman scorned. So with that song, it breaks it right down. I mean, Google it, listen to it, pause this, and then go and listen to it and come back, because I've tried to get it up here, but it's just not working. So when a woman is scorned, this is to my brothers and my kings out there that are seeking queens and empresses to take the next step. A woman scorned means this: when a woman is scorned, she's had enough. It's highly unlikely she's going to take it back, because you've pushed her to the edge. And she hasn't got nothing else to give you. So I don't know if this is all women, but for me, and from what I've seen out in the world, the little piece of world that I've seen, is that a woman will give you everything. She will give you everything and leave herself without when she loves a man. See? And she will look after that man and all these things. Now, how can I put this now? I'm trying to find the right words to put this. All right. When a woman does that, okay, I'm trying to keep it as basic as possible. When a woman does that, when she puts her all into a man, she really gives it, and it's not being reciprocated, she's not being appreciated, she's not being felt like a lady, like a woman. There's no caressing, there's no delicate touch, there's no spontaneity, there's no dining. It ain't gonna work. Once a woman has had enough, I'm sure it's probably the same thing for a brother. Once he's had enough, that's it. There's nothing that female can do for him to. But for me, from what I've seen with men, I think it's not really much what a woman can do. With men, it's the side of the woman. When men see a certain side of a woman, he ain't going back with her because he's not into the crazy. But I think some men do like crazy though. Some men prefer crazy than the same ones, But that's the world that we live in, I guess. But the reason why I'm raising this is because it's like, and this is just a personal opinion and through personal experience, and I've had to kind of like, express this. I find that there are brothers out there that have the privilege of being your intimate acquaintance, then, if you want to say that, okay, because you ain't my husband, you know what I mean? And you're checking each other and you're leaving, you're doing your thing and whatever not, and it doesn't work out, whatever, and you've decided that it's time for it to be over, and this, whatever it is not elevating me, it's depleting me, and everything I've got I'm giving you, and you're not giving me nothing back. So we got to go. You understand? Now, I guess for me, I can say that a lot of women can't say that, but I can say it's time to go, and I give thanks that I have been given that strength. Obviously, not just like that, but eventually I keep it moving. Man, I can't take anything that brings me down or sucks me off, or I can't be around it. So it's a thing where I don't even know how to say what I'm saying. If I'll be honest, is sure, I don't know. All I know is that brothers out there, when you've had good sisters, I'm talking about good sisters, man. Not no joke thing, gal. I'm talking about hype thing, and now I'm talking good, wholesome sisters that all they do is just try to better themselves. They spend their time trying to better themselves. They're not idling thing in no bar all day, or no joke. Yeah, they're not on that. Look after them, because we are very rare. And it's like, you're hearing brothers talking about, oh, I miss you. And it's like, yeah, but brother, I was with you. And I was with you. Do you know what I mean? Like, really with you. What the hell was you doing then? You weren't messing with them, brother. You thought you had everything. That's why you just didn't do with me at all. Because it's like, once certain man, feel like they, I'm them, have, they're easy. And this is why for me it goes back to the old school, because the courting has to last a lot longer. It does. So yeah, that's my little 50 pence of the night. But it's just, I don't know. Um, well, that's all I wanted to say, really. I just want to talk about the revelations and the woman scorning, because I just feel like brothers feel like, oh, because a couple of months has passed, and nah, it's gone past that, man. All this stuff that you're saying should have been said then. Should have been said then when the feelings were there, but the feelings ain't there no more. Obviously, you care for them, you chill with them and whatever, but nothing outside of that. Yeah, my head. So yes, thank you for tuning in to Livity TV. And we'll be sharing more revelations next week. But I thought I'd just give you a broadcast because I haven't done one in about a day or so. So rise up yourselves and yeah, give thanks. Righteous Livity TV. Rastafari Livity is a must.